Hey there, Wastelander. Welcome back to Fallout McFly, my little corner on the internet where I just sit around and play Fallout. And in this one, we are diving into the depths of one of my favorite locations on the map to farm brain fungus. It's a very useful resource that can be used for many things, whether it's cooking, daily challenges, or maybe you just like to eat something crunchy. Whatever your reasons are, we're going to be heading to the Wendigo Cave, and this is why I think this is the best location for brain fungus in Fallout 76. Before we get into it though, we have to talk about a few recommendations and requirements, because every farm of course comes with a few of these to maximize your farm. For requirements, definitely go into your perception and put on the green thumb perk card. The perk card says enough, it's basically just going to double your yield from every brain fungus you pick up. And number two, definitely bring some kind of firepower, bring some damage, set up your build to have damage, because there's going to be mirelurks, ghouls, and then of course if you make it to the end, a Wendigo. And that's it for requirements. What I would recommend though is marsupial mutation. This is going to double your jump because a lot of the brain fungus is on the roof. And then adding one more to that, if you have a jetpack, bring that also, because there are even a few brain fungus that I had to miss because I didn't have a jetpack. And then lastly, the Backwoodsman 4 magazine. I know this is totally random, but it's so good. When you consume this magazine, it gives you a 50% chance to double your yield. And the brain fungus counts, and then it stacks with the green thumb. So sometimes you get 4 brain fungus for one pickup. It's pretty nice. But that's really all there is to it. Now it's just about following along and having some fun. Alright, now this can be a pretty lengthy farm, but real quick for anybody who just wants a quick clutch of brain fungus. You can head on over to the White Springs Resort. Then once you spawn in, you're going to want to follow along, go down this hallway, hook to the right. You might have to deal with a couple mole rats, but it's really nothing. And then right in here in the dumpster area is just a plethora of brain fungus. You just gotta pick through it all and make sure you get every little clutch. And I may have missed one, but I ended up with 30 brain fungus. So this is great for the daily challenge, or if you just want to get a couple cranberry relish out. And like I said, look thoroughly, and don't forget to check the actual dumpsters themselves, because there's a few in there. Now as we move on to our main course, the Wendigo Cave, tucked out here in the Savage Divide. Alright, if it is your first time here, I definitely would recommend you take your time. It's one of my favorite locations for a reason, especially if you like Wendigo lore. But as you can see, it's really just up to you. There are plenty, I want to say there's like 100 plus nodes in here. It's just really to you to keep a keen eye. Always look on the roof. That was the one thing I kept missing. I cannot tell you how many times I would just stare at the roof and be like, oh wow, there's like 5 I missed. And you can move just about as fast or slow as you want. Just watch the brain fungus roll in, because like I said, it's 4 and 2 at a clutch. Some ghouls when you first walk in. And just take your time. And you're looking for those little brainy looking things on the wall. And then sometimes there's more than one clutch like mashed together, so you really got to make sure that it's more than, or that it's not more than one little cluster, because sometimes there can be more than one. And I really didn't know how to make this video at first, because I could have just sped all this up, but then you don't really see the locations. I figured this is cool, we're just hanging out. Maybe you can see some spots you missed if you already ran this. Because like I said, I probably did this 3 times. This was the best run. And I kept forgetting the roof. And then I can only imagine how much more you would benefit from this if you had the jetpack, like I said, because there's quite a bit I missed. I want to say maybe like 10 more nodes, 10 to 15 more nodes if I had a jetpack. So I think at the end of this I ended with 244, so you could probably get like north of 250 for sure. And then I also didn't think I needed to include any other locations besides, you know, the White Springs one. That's for like a quick amount. But there's like other locations. The brain fungus is everywhere. There's like an underground route in the Cranberry Bog, the Kerwood Mine. Trying to think. Oh, the Rusty Pick, where we get legendary modules and stuff. You know, Minerva, or not Minerva, Murmiger, the legendary mole miner. There's actually a good amount of brain fungus like in that building and then down in the little crawl space in it. So that's another free spot to jump if you need that. But maybe that's what I asked people to comment. Maybe if there's any other locations you found a lot of brain fungus, like in one big cluster. You know, you don't have to run around a lot. Because I know Kerwood Mine's a good spot, but you have to do a lot of running around here and there. I like the Wendigo Cave because it's kind of like an adventure. You get the whole shebang. And then there's a good amount steadily through the whole experience. Kerwood, you have to go to like little pockets here and there. And then I figure, does anybody ever need more than about like 250 brain fungus? I figured this was enough. If anything, I would like that. If someone could tell me what's a good reason to get more than 250 brain fungus. Because you can only make so much cranberry relish. There's only so many brain bombs. Even with the cryo, I don't... How many things can you fit in a cryo refrigerator? I forget. It's a lot, I think. So I guess maybe you could fill that up. But then eventually, you know, you plateau. I should probably also mention another pro tip for the Wendigo Cave. There's a lot of different caverns, but they all lead into each other. So make sure you backtrack or you go through the separate caverns. You want to make sure you hit every tunnel. This almost kind of feels like a stream, but this is also supposed to be a quick video because I'm going away for a couple days on vacation. I know this isn't going to age well, but that's the reason. So I think I'm just going to let it run here. If this helped out, a like is always appreciated. Thank you guys so much. You'll see at the end that I ended with 244 brain fungus. And this is definitely the best spot in Fallout 76 for brain fungus. I don't even think the new Skyline Valley has added anything. If anything, you can find like ants, bears, and bees. Oh, the bees. But alright, yeah, I'm going to get out of here, going on a road trip. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And I will catch you out there in the wasteland.